That's beautiful. Cuz Candace, I do want to talk a little bit about your own entrepreneurial journey in real estate in terms of, and we saw in your bio that you talked a lot about actually how hurt. So can you talk a little bit about how you turned something that was is a tragedy into something that actually helped propel you to the place that you are now?
Sure. And I was interested in buying property, but I was broke. I didn't have any money, had a bunch of student loan debt. I was actually enrolled in a graduate degree program at Tulane. So like yourself, I was doing a PhD in philosophy. Has nothing to do with what I do now. I actually have a master's degree in epistemology. Probably one of you know what that means. It just means the study of the nature of knowledge. Nothing to do with what I do now. But anyway, I meet this amazing man named Johnny Holden. He is my business partner. However, he handles the commercial side of the business mainly. But I meet him and I'm interested in purchasing a property. I purchased my first house at the age of 24. When I bought the house, it actually had a little rental property in the rear of it. Mm-hmm. So check this out. I buy a house for $80,000. I have a tenant in the back paying $500 a month rent. My mortgage at the time was $500 and some dollars a month. So I'm using that rental income to pay the mortgage, and I'm banking the little bit of money that I'm making at Tulane while I'm working in the library and in graduate school, right? So I'm in a PhD program. I have my first rental property, and I'm interested in acquiring another one. And I meet this gentleman named Johnny Holden. And I was interested in buying property, but I was broke. I didn't have any money, had a bunch of student loan debt. I'm making literally about $1,300 a month at Tulane, right? Okay, maybe under $20,000 a year. Hurricane Katrina hits. He's like, listen to me. I want you to go and get your construction license. He said, and I'm going to take you from making $20,000 a year to $20,000 a month in a very short amount of time. So essentially, he was asking me to stop the PhD program, go to Baton Rouge, study, get this license, and he was going to turn my life around. And lo and behold, that's what he did. Went, got the license, started up a company with him, and started making a ridiculous amount of money. But I think more valuable, we were working side by side to renovate properties in New Orleans during that time, during Katrina. Y'all know, any New Orleans natives here, our city was a mess. And in the midst of that, I developed a passion for renovation. Not just renovating structures, but renovating people's spirits. I know any New Orleans natives here, our city was a mess. And in the midst of that, I developed a passion for renovation. Not just renovating structures, but renovating people's spirits. Because so many people were discouraged after Katrina because the city was a mess. And a lot of people didn't have access to quality contractors. And Holden taught me that it's not just about making the money. Even though, let me tell y'all, construction and investing is very lucrative. But it's about following certain formulas that are based in values where you're actually delivering a product that really works and makes a difference in people's lives. Because a lot of people have had horrible experiences with contractors, and I'm glad that I have a pretty good reputation in that sense.